Do you want to actually have fun while you are playing FC25? I know that situation and even the thought of that might seem pretty mad, but in today's video I'm going to show you a formation and custom tactics that is meta, is usable, will get you more wins in the weekend league, but is actually also fun to use as well. But before we get into that, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can please hit that subscribe button to my channel, make sure you do it, hit that subscribe button, that would mean the world to me. So without any further ado, let's get into the custom tactics. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC25 coins, please go and check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code WOLF at the checkout for now a massive 8% off your order. Link is down below. Go now. Now, it is the formation you are looking at right on your screen right here. Yes, it is the bread and butter, one of the GOAT formations of FIFA, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And this formation is definitely good and usable and a viable option this year. And most importantly, I will say this, it actually just makes the game fun. Honestly, like, I'm such a big 4-1-2-1-2 narrow custom tactics fanboy. I really am. I really love it. Every year, at the start of every FIFA and FC, it's the first formation I try out to see if this is the year that it is going to be meta again. I just absolutely love it. So, as we get into the custom tactics, remember that the code will be the top pinned comment down below. So if you just want to type in the code, you type in like custom tactics, use the code, type in the code, you will copy these custom tactics play for play, bar for bar. And it will also be in the last 15, 20, 30 seconds of the video as well. So, as we get into the tactical preset, it is, of course, going to be on custom. That is never, ever going to change. Don't use the FC preset or direct play or cautious or anything like that. It is not good or a viable option. You are definitely going to want to use custom on that tactical preset. The formation, of course, is the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, so it is the one with the left central midfielder, the right central midfielder, the CDM and the cam, and then of course the two strikers. And then as we get into the build-up style, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this because if any of you have watched my more recent videos over the last week, I talk about it a lot. But there are two options which you can use on the build-up style. Option number one is the option that I recommend the most and is the option that I use, and that is balanced on the build-up style. Yes, so I use balanced on the build-up style. Players will vary between forward runs and coming short. The team's transition to their in-possession shape will be steady rather than sudden. That is definitely the best one that you should be using in my opinion. But, and there is a but, if you struggle defensively, counter is definitely a good and viable option. Basically, that means when you lose the ball, your team will run back a little bit quickly to their out of possession shape, but then when you win the ball, because it is a counter build-up style, your players will run forward into their attacking play with the ball, like where they're meant to be on the pitch, very quickly. So counter is good and a meta viable option, but I just prefer balanced. I like to be a little bit aggressive with the way that I play with my custom tactics. Now, like I just said there with the build-up style, there are two options which you can use with the defensive. Well, there are three options really. Option number one is the option I use. You will have seen a lot of people using it now. It is the 95 line height and aggressive defensive approach. This is the meta right now. Like, this will get you more wins. This will make you a better player, which I don't like saying, but it will make you a better player if you use that 95 aggressive line height. It's so broken. I don't really notice the fact that my defensive line is high up the pitch or anything like that. I don't notice it YouTube, so definitely give it a try. But again, like I said with the build-up style, if you're struggling defensively, give either 70 a go or 50 a go. It doesn't really make too much difference which one you want to use out of them two. But for me, I am, of course, using that 95 aggressive line height. I want to be aggressive. I want to win the ball back high up the pitch. And actually now it's very meta. So definitely something which I feel you should be looking at. As we get into the player roles, advance forward and support on the left-sided striker with advance forward and attack on the right-sided striker. It does not matter if you want to flip that. So you have your right-sided striker on advance forward support and then your left-sided striker on advance forward and attack. It does not matter, YouTube, if you want to flip that. That is absolutely fine. But advance forward support on the left and then advance forward attack on the right is the way that I play. The advance forward support will play as kind of like a hybrid false 9 and an advance forward. And then the advance forward attack means that they will make constant penetrating runs in behind and will play on the last shoulder. So I play with Salah on the support because he's just a little bit better at dribbling than my Omri. So because he's a little bit deeper when we have the ball, Salah will pick the ball up and I'm able to dribble with him a little bit more on the left side, and then on the right side, advance forward attack. The cam, there are two options that you can use with this. Okay, option number one is the option I use, and it is actually the option right there. It is playmaker and balance. Definitely the way to go. Playmaker and balance 100%. Play as that number 10. Be the link between our midfielders and our strikers. Play in that pocket of space in behind the strikers. But if you do find yourself, which I don't think there will be many people watching this video that are like this, but if you find yourself struggling to create opportunities in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, Shadow Striker is definitely a good option on the cam. Shadow Striker is very good. I like it on the cam. Definitely is a usable and viable option. But for me, playmaker and balanced on the cam. I actually now, in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, play double box to box on my two central midfielders. So this kind of means that they have license to get forward, but they will also help us out defensively. So double box to box. I'm telling you now, actually, YouTube, it has been an absolute game changer playing double box to box on both my central midfielders. I absolutely love it. I've been using it a lot. For example, in my 4-4-2, my 4-4-1-1. Double box to box when you have two central midfielders is very, very, very good because they will get forward, but also help out defensively, which is kind of like what we're looking for the most. So definitely use double box to box. If you want to use playmaker on one of them, that is absolutely fine. But make sure both of them have license to get forward. Because we have a CDM there in the actual CDM position, we don't need our central midfielders really to like stay back while we're attacking as such. So that is why the double box to box works an absolute charm. As we then get into the CDM, there are two options that you can use. Option number one is the option that I am now using, and that is deep line playmaker and defend. So deep line playmaker and defend. Again, I normally use build up, but because we are only playing with one CDM in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, I kind of want my CDM just to shield and protect the back four there, so they don't really move from that CDM space. So deep line playmaker and defend. The other option is holding and defend. So holding and defend means that they'll kind of just stay there. Exactly the same. They're both exactly the same, but because my Schweinsteiger has ++ on the deep line playmaker, that's why I'm using deep line playmaker and defend. Both the left back and the right back, though, like I've said in all of my recent videos, because of the 4-2-1-3 meta, they are both on full back and defend, because if they overlap and help out in the attacking phase of play, my opponent, more than likely playing a 4-2-1-3, will just play one through ball into the left winger or the right winger where the space is from the overlapping wing back or full back, and we will get absolutely destroyed on the counter attack. So full back and defend. Both centre backs, though, are on defender and defend. Pretty bog standard, really, just defender and defend. And then the goalkeeper is on goalkeeper and balance. So goalkeeper and balanced on the goalkeeper. And then you see with the ball there, very nice and simple, very 4-1-2-1-2 narrowy. That is exactly that. And there you will see the code right on your screen right there. And that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. Smash that like button. And please, I don't say it, I say it often, but please hit that subscribe button to my channel so you never miss a video of mine. That is going to be the end of it. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.